What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about NFTs. This is NFTs for beginners, guys. This is me going through, look, how you can identify NFTs that might be on the rise, how you can identify quality NFTs in the midst of the ones that you're looking at, and fundamentally, talk through what you got to do in terms of flipping it and where you sell, where you buy, where you sell. Before I get into that, I update the spreadsheet. These are the first 26 coins that I spoke about on the channel. These are the prices of recordings, and these are the current prices. If you had invested $100 into each of these when I release videos about them, and you were still holding that crypto, you'd be in profit for around 12.3k. If, however, you would have closed those positions in the bull cycle when everything was on the up, you'd have been in profit for 123k. Now, I want to point out Phantom here as well. Phantom was a Udemy course where I said it would be the best investment of the year. I said it would 100x. It ended up doing a 677. So if you had invested $1,000, you'd have had 677,000. Actually, technically, you'd have had 692,000. But you could have bought a house. And I found Phantom in the bear cycle, like I found Theta, Zilliqa, VeChain, Engine, and KN. So if you want to see the coins I'm buying up right now in the bear cycle while the markets are down, while the markets are dying, then come check out Copy My Crypto. The link's in the description. It's where I share every coin I buy, every coin I sell. And guys, fundamentally, look, when I find the next Phantom, and I will be sharing that with the Copy My Crypto members. So if you want to know what that coin is, that one that I think is going to explode next time the markets rally, then come check it out. The link is in the description. Right. OpenSea is where you can buy and sell everything. Okay, so if we just take a, I mean, there are actually plenty of NFT marketplaces. I'm going to use OpenSea for now, even though I'm really not a fan of OpenSea as a general rule of thumb. So let's have a look. We've got. Let's pick any of these. It doesn't actually matter. We'll go with 10k TF stock room. 10k TF stock room. And we'll do the same here. So, look, first of all, if you're actually looking at stuff and you're just trying to find anything that interests you, then you go to, oh, you want to pick up an NFT and flip it quick, you go to trending. Then you've also got to see the volume. So, base it on what the volume is. Now, one thing I'll say, NFT Nerds is outstanding. But if you want full access to everything, you would have to pay about 9% of an Ethereum. So 9% of Ethereum is about $160 or so. But it gives you up-to-date information, like minute by minute. And that does matter because you want to get as close to perfect info as possible. Now, let's pause this a sec. I think I'm on the wrong network. How bizarre. No, apparently I'm fine. So, let's pick Little Pudgies as an example. Okay? Little Pudgies has just released. Not been out that long. Now, one thing I'll point out, metadata, 91.52% of ranks are available. So because it's still not at 100%, ranks can change. You've got to be aware of this because when ranks change, you could have a problem. You might buy an NFT that you think is absolutely quality, and then once the rankings change, all of a sudden it drops, 100 places in the ranking system. Also, some hidden traits might still be out there because they're not at 100% on ranks variety. So as I said, you can get a month's access for full access without limited data or delays for about 9% of an Ethereum, which isn't too bad. So Little Pudgies, right? Little Pudgies right now. Let's have a look. Little Pudgies. There we go. 20,200. Oh, there's going to be a collection of 22,222 NFTs. Right. So, as an example, you can click on any of these. This one's priced at effectively 29.7%. Best offer is 26.5% of an Ethereum. So if you wanted to look this one up, you don't actually look up this value. People often get that wrong. You go to details. So 21972, is that matching? No, that is matching. Nice. Okay, sometimes, quite often that doesn't match. So you can go 21972 and you can look up the token. And what this does, it tells you its rank. So as an example, this one's ranked 14,567th. It's not a great ranking of 20,000 or 22,000 plus NFTs. So what you can do, there's a few little tricks. You know, you can change the rank. You can order by rank or by price. So I tend to order by rank if I'm looking at an NFT because I want to see what the highest rank are going for. So as an example, this one right here, this rank 517, which is pretty good, is only costing 40% of an ETH, was that? 1 sec. 41% of an Ethereum. That's not too bad. When you realise that the 14,000th ranked one, people are offering 26.5% of an Ethereum. So using this system actually works very, very well because it allows you to identify very, very good NFTs within the ranking systems. There are other things you have to bear in mind though. If you're buying NFTs, you need to understand royalties. This is a problem. It's a problem you need to be aware of because you think you might come out with, as an example, 26.5% of an Ethereum. But you are going to lose 7.5% in royalties. That's 2.5% for OpenSea. That's the take that they get, plus 5% for the owner who created it. So immediately you also lose 7.5% of this. So everyone needs to be aware and have their calculators ready and check those royalties, because if all of a sudden you've got that much Ethereum and then you're losing 7.5%, your percentage just dropped to 92.5% instead of 100%. So you actually would only be coming out with 24.5% of an Ethereum. You've actually lost 2%. It's quite dramatic, right? That's not a small amount. You do have to bear this in mind because this is where people get burned when they're trying to do a quick flip and they go, but fuck, the royalty got me. And it does happen. It happens to people all the time. NFT trading can be very, very profitable. And I know, excuse me, I know a lot of people that end up making really good money doing that, but they get burned. They get really, really burnt as well if they get caught. So like one of the things, you know, when a newly released NFT collection is out, their rankings and everything are not available. And they're usually not available within the ranking system that the site that the creators have as well. So you do have to bear that in mind. You want something that's been around a bit. So like this one, 8 Lions, has been around for a while. Definitely at least 7 days, so they'll have some good rankings, so we can have a look. So 8 Lions, let's have a look. I'm not, by the way, suggesting that any of these are particularly good or bad. I'm just having a look in general. So 8 Lions, most of the metadata is there. Not quite, but 99.99%. So damn near close to perfect. Ranks variety, you know, it's lower than I'd like. But here's another thing. There's going to be 10,001 NFTs, and the royalties are only 2.5%. That's not actually too bad. So I could pick one out. Let's pick this one. So what have we got here? So 3589 does match. That's good. So look, creator earnings, none. So it is just OpenSea that make the money. No one else. And the creators aren't. Unless, well, the creators will have because they've probably sold them in a mint or something. But they're not getting a second income stream. So what we can see is ranked 8,398 out of 10,000. It's a pretty bad ranking. So it's a big ask to be dropping, you know, 17% of an Ethereum on something that's when the floor prices for these NFTs right now or what is it? Yeah, basically 17. That's the floor price. So it's actually at the floor price. And again, you can organize by rank, so you can start seeing that there's some good deals here. Like, make the argument that none of these are particularly great deals right now, because if you're going to say any of them is a good deal, you'd probably say, well, to be fair, this one's probably the best deal in the bunch. But this is the game. You've got to keep running through and checking the ranks and trying to pick up a bargain of something you think is going to kick on again. That's the challenge. So it just takes a little bit of practice, just regular practice. So Genuine Undead, they've got 100% of metadata, so that's really good, because now you know unequivocally you're not gonna drop down the rankings for whatever NFT that you buy. That's really good. You can see the floor price is 6% of an Ethereum, and then you can start organizing and go organize by rank. So look, there are basically 10,000 of these, and there's one that is in the top 2% right now, and that will cost you 15% of an Ethereum. Now, that's a lot higher than the floor price, but you can make the argument that the floor price is for less valuable NFTs, or less rare, because the rarity is what matters. So again, always double check that the details match. 4996, they do. 2.5% for creators and 2.5% for Ethereum, for OpenSea. So you're going to lose 5% when you sell it. So let's have a look. Yeah, 7,000. So the floor price is for this 7,000 ranked NFT, but you can potentially pick up the 244th ranked, so in the top 2% of all the NFTs, for 15% of an Ethereum. It's not too bad. But another thing you really want to watch, guys, is the overall volume that you're seeing. Volume's massively important, because look, let me pick one out. 5-head circle. How are you going to sell your NFT if only 1.8 Ethereum's worth has actually gone through? Or even number of trades. You can go with number of trades, or you can go with volume. And each have a different point. Like, fundamentally, volume's a bigger deal with something like Bored Apes, right? Because fundamentally, each Bored Ape's going to cost you about 100 ETH. So maybe you look at number of trades or volume. It's your choice, but you need to know that there's enough trading to sell the thing that you've got. So, Meta Arcs 2D, right? Because this is all the trading in a day. So I can drop it to 4 hours, drop it or up it to 1 day. The Meta Arcs 2D has had 2,400 trades today. But there's no ranking information, so I probably wouldn't touch it. You never know, you could get lucky, but that would be it. It would be a gamble. And tends to be the number of trades. The higher the number of trades, usually it's because it's a newer project. Let's just see. I want one there. So that's all right. So Cryptoria has had 1,259 trades today. They still don't have their data. And this is the trick. So fundamentally, one thing that is valuable, if you're looking at trading NFTs, you are looking at making sure you've got the highest ranked NFT you can possibly get. A tool like NFT Nerds is vital for that, but you would want to end up paying full access for that, because otherwise you're not going to get what you need. And the second thing is you've got to watch volume, and you've got to watch number of trades. And you've got to also be aware of all the metadata that's out there. Again, this is probably not going to have any... see, this one does now. See, there's no consistency. But look at this. This one is ranked 6,666. And you can pick it up for 2.5% of an Ethereum. Now that's probably much, 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 much higher than the floor price. But And that's because it's in the top 0.1%, right? Yeah, top 0.09%. So you're getting one of the rarest NFTs in the space, or in this collection. And if it does end up blowing up, you've got a winner. If it doesn't, you've taken a hit for 2.5% of an Ethereum. That is, you know, what's $50, give or take? Not even $40. Yeah. So it's one of those, right? With these kind of ones, you could potentially take the gamble. But again, something to then be aware of, you're losing 10% in royalties. So if you end up buying that and going, oh, buzzing, I've made, you sell it for double. Let's go 5% of an Ethereum. Then you've got to do 5% of an Ethereum times, and you've lost 10%, so you've only got 90% of that. So you've actually not nowhere close to doubled your money because you've made 2% of an ETH. The royalties hit you hard. You've got to watch royalties, guys. This was just a basic overview of what I wanted to cover, really. But the key things you're looking for: trending assets, royalties, volume or number of trades, and the rank of your NFT. The higher the rank, the better. But the higher the rank, usually the bigger the outlay. Just something to bear in mind, because NFT space is very, very interesting. And fundamentally, guys, the NFT space is in its inception. It's at the beginning of its journey. Over the course of time, we're going to see NFTs as mortgages, mortgage contracts as NFTs. We're going to see legal contracts as NFTs. We're going to see so many things as NFTs. But right now, they're a variety of images, or they're an avatar that can be integrated into a game. But things are going to evolve. But getting used to and learning about the space now is going to be valuable for you down the line. I hope this helped. Let me know if it did in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you know when new content is coming out. And guys, if you want to see the coins I'm buying up right now while the markets are down, while the markets are low, come check out Copy My Crypto. It's where I share every coin I buy and sell. Fundamentally, guys, look, when the markets are down, it's the best time to buy. It's the best time to invest. It doesn't matter what financial market you're in. And if you want to see the things that I think are going to do, there's 20x's, there's 40, there's 50, there's 100. If you want to make these kind of gains, that's 677x, 48, 58, 62, 52, 23, 61. That's just the top lot. Then come check out Copy My Crypto. Everything on the site, you can verify. It's all on YouTube. And if it resonates with you, come join me. And if it doesn't, don't worry about it. And I'll see you guys soon. Take it easy. Bye-bye.